We are sick of this and we are sick of them. We are sick of the leaders we think are responsible for this, or at the very least incapable of fixing this. But someone will, my friends, someone will. Always happens. Every crisis, all crises, someone, somewhere just steps up. Someone fills that void. Someone you do not see. Someone maybe you do see but don't think has a chance. Like I said, it has happened before. Sometimes the guy is right in front of our eyes. Just the fact that someone rises. Someone you like, maybe. Someone you don't like. Sometimes someone in retrospect you wish never rose at all. Characters in their moment who seized that moment and seized history. I like to think that for every bad one we get some good ones, and history and good prevails. It depends on who ultimately prevails. Likely someone dismissed now. Likely someone right in front of us now. We're just not looking. And gosh knows the media is too busy dismissing. Because they will miss it. They always do. Because the silly masses always prove them wrong. It's not only hysterical. The truth is, my friends, it is history.
Ron Paul supporters are steady, they are consistent, they are committed because they see their candidate being philosophically consistent, making the same case, and its appeal has snowballed. You know, I mean, 4 years ago, talking about the Fed and non-interventionist approach to foreign policy at the height of the Bush doctrine, that was courageous, it was unpopular, but to some folks it's been vindicated.
I am Ron Paul. I'm a congressman from Texas, 12 terms. I am the champion of a sound monetary system, a gold standard as it is under the Constitution, and a foreign policy based on strength, which rejects the notion that we should be the policemen of the world and that we should be a nation builder.
Ron Paul and his supporters understand that a lot of Americans are war-weary and we are broke, and he has reached these constituencies who are very concerned about the solvency of the U.S., and he has proposed solutions with his austerity measures that he'd like to see implemented. So the GOP had better listen to what these Ron Paul supporters are saying, better work with them.
Latest polls show that Paul could come in second here, and of all the candidates, Paul's proposals would be some of the most radical changes modern America has ever seen.
I strictly adhere to balanced budget, never vote for spending that we can't afford, always lower taxes. I don't want to ever fight a war that's unconstitutional, and I'm the dangerous person.
We have to have a strong national defense, but we don't get strength by diluting ourselves in 900 bases, 130 countries. That is where the problem is. But you need to understand that there's a difference between just military spending and defense spending. If you spend more money domestically, we know it's wrong, but we're supposed to spend more money, and that's conservative. I've never quite understood this. We're supposed to be conservative, spend less money.
I'd like to... Ron Paul is the only guy out there with a real base of people that support him. When in politics, political strategists talk about a base, Romney doesn't have a base. His base is fundraising. It's just kind of an air game. Ron Paul knocks on doors. He's got people behind him. Rick Santorum doesn't really have that. He might have a little one. Gingrich doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have an organization. All of these people have to recreate their base in every single state. Ron Paul doesn't.
It's not dismissed. When people get killed because we're occupying their countries, just think, I know the other night people didn't like what I said, but just think of what it was like. If another country did to us like we do to some of them, wouldn't we be annoyed as well? It's not to run our lives. It's not to run the economy and take care of special privileges. It's not to run the world. It's not to police the world, not to fight wars that are undeclared. The main purpose of our government under our Constitution was designed to protect you, not to control you.
My strong motivation is I am convinced that those individuals I've read and studied on the understanding of the concept of liberty, our history in America, what made us great, and the economic policies that we need, and how important sound money is and non-intervention, believe me, those are the answers to our trouble, and I believe I can present them to the people and lead in that way better than the rest of them.
What do you think when you hear yourself described as a dangerous man?
I laugh at him. That, you know, if you defend individual liberty, if you defend sound money, balanced budget, the Constitution, and a foreign policy is sensible, oh, he's a dangerous man. You know what is a danger? Is somebody liable to go over and start a war against Iran with no clear intent. That is indeed real danger.
I believe this country is ripe. They're frustrated with the leadership of both parties. They never see anything change, but they know darn well that I will stick to my guns if put in that office and protect the Constitution and liberty. Thank you. Thank you.